Buhari government claimed no money for universities, but built railway to Niger State Lecturers Union, ASU. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. The Union National President, Prof. Emmanuel Osodeke, stated in an interview with Sunday Punch that the government went to sleep for 8 months after it completed negotiations with the union in May 2021. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has again blamed the Nigerian government for the ongoing strike in public universities. According to Osodeke, ASU waited for actions from the government to no avail. ASU on Monday, March 14, 2022, announced an extension of its 4-week warning strike by 8 weeks. Speaking in the interview, Osodeke explained that the union embarked on the 8-week rolling strike to give the Nigerian government more time. He said, the initial idea was that the government would have met all demands within the 4 weeks. But since the government said they could not meet up the demands in 4 weeks, we said let us give them 8 weeks. We just don't want to declare an indefinite strike. Let us hope that in 8 weeks they meet up so that school can return to normal and there will be an improvement in the system. All they have done is to make promises like they had done in the past. For our members, if you have made promises in the past and that you did not fulfill, why should we believe you again? If the government was serious about those problems, within 4 weeks the problem would have been solved. We say release the white paper, release the revitalization form for universities and sign the agreement. These things should not have taken 4 weeks if they were serious. In 2021, ASU did not go on strike, but I'm sure you are aware of that. We completed negotiations in 2021. Did we go on strike? Between May 2021 and February 2022, that is 8 months. 8 months for them to go and look at what we discussed. Did we go on strike during this period? No, but the government went to sleep. For 8 months, the government went to sleep, and when ASU went on strike, they came up. When asked for his reaction to claims by the Nigerian government that there were no funds to meet the demands of the union, Osodeke said, the government said there is no money, but they have money for elections. Between education and election, which one is much more important? They constructed a railroad from Kaduna to Niger Republic. Is that more important than education? They claim there is no money, but the president increased the duty toll allowance, and you see them traveling from one country to another. Does that prove that there is no money? Who are the ones benefiting from the DTA? Aren't the political office holders? But the ones that concerns the ordinary Nigerians, they claim they don't have money. It is not correct. It is just an issue of priority. Sincerely, sir, you've said it all. It is an issue of priority. It is all about prioritizing. Unfortunately, when you have someone who don't see the value in education, yes, I have to be this blunt. You have someone who don't see value in education. This is how it will always go down. This is how it will always be. It is all about priority. Federal government prioritized her railway to Niger Republic is more important to them than education we have in Nigeria. Deal with it. After all, the court is there to provide affidavit when the certificate is needed. Sincerely, this is what you get when you vote for someone who don't prioritize things that are important. We should not make the same mistake twice. The representative of ASU should change their thinking and mindset. The branch of NLC should be the light that will illuminate and educate the entire labor force. I don't understand. ASU cannot be doing the same thing and expect different outcomes. This is a record from 1981, over 40 years with the same tactics and mindset. ASU problem cannot be solved in as much as the same association canvassed for petroleum subsidies and threatened industrial action for its removal. ASU must establish a unit that will educate the society on the importance of removing the corruption in Nigeria's downstream subsidy. Let them explain the success in communication sector as a good example, MTN, Glo, Airtel, etc. Building infrastructure across the border will only create employment and opportunities for the masses. Just think about it. You buy gas or petrol at 900 naira per litre and you'll be forced to sell it to the public at 445 per litre. The difference is 745 per litre is paid by someone. Tell me, what kind of economic is that? Professor Aluko, he called Nigeria economy Kalu economy. Until the shenanigans is completely removed, no government will care for agreements done under duress. You did not even canvass for refineries to be built, only subsidy removal. Must Nigeria, an independent nation, still so much heavily depend on other countries for our basic needs? This is where it is getting me crazy. And somebody is making use of our funds to do what I call Sarah. You have children, your children are malnourished in front of you, yet you are taking their food outside. Now, wow. What would have been the need for subsidy if you don't have to import our fuel? Nigeria, that is blessed with crude oil, must it pay heavily for the same product? I wonder. Nobody will build refineries if the price expect the control. Can you be buying cars or produce cars in Nigeria when you have to be told a particular fixed price to sell it? Railway going to Niger Republic, road or bridge going to Cameroon and Ivory Coast will only help the economy and create jobs. Are you, well, you think so? You think so? When a child becomes discretionary, uncontrollable, and unimaginable, he loses the essential covering and support of a father. ASA is one organization that no government has ever satisfied with their demands. I don't even think they're asking for too much. ASA and Ali should stop playing with people's emotions. Things are not done this way. You don't call for strike because you're hungry to call it off as soon as government greases your hands. You must prioritize long-term benefits of those strike action rather than calling it off as soon as they tell people to come and act as state returning officers during election. That is hypocrisy and it's a mark of inconsistency. You don't engage government with bias. You don't hear them. They say the people too should stand your ground. Standing their ground is not easy, but I think the long-term benefit should make them do so. When it is time for elections, you lecturers, professors will be appointed as coalition officers, returning officers to help them rig the elections. You people will go ahead to do it. Take the brown envelope and you will think that your actions would come back to hurt you. It is poor and helpless students that I pity. Exactly. You see, I've told the people that there's some people that do not deserve to be in this country together with us. Now listen to this. Buhari has done the best he could. Wait for the next president to come, and since it's a continuous process, finish it. He cannot cater the backlogs of owing lecturers. Be fair to yourself and the government. Some of the presidents who have promised but failed, as well still alive, you can contact them for their standing, but for Buhari, leave him alone. Not the kind of person we'll get for this country. Okay. The NLC is supposed to join this struggle, but their leadership are most APC members. They joined hand in destroying the educational sector in Nigeria. It is very sad. It is indeed very sad. Okay, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of the day.